Hello, hello, hello. That's all I'm going to say is hello. Just kidding. So, we want to welcome you guys to another episode of Brain 10, where we brainstorm 10 ideas. I'm still kind of trying to figure out if we're going to still brainstorm 10 ideas. But this is episode 134, and it is what you need to know about Musical.ly. I'm excited about this because I've been telling Christian about it for a while, and he finally put it as a show note. So, anyway, my name is Aaron.
My name is Christian.
And the camera's going to switch.
And my name is Franklin. And switching back to you guys.
All right, so let's get started here. Number one is, for mine anyway, is contests and challenges. That's the main thing that I saw on Musical.ly when I went there I got stuck on, was the challenges. What's cool about it is that a lot of bigger companies or bigger brands will go there and create a challenge. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a company. Sometimes it's just a person. And they do actual, terms of service, things that are going on for the challenge, and then people just create videos about it. It gives really good exposure to the brand, and it's just fun to do. Like, they're doing a music video right now, about, what is it? Rolex, right? Yeah. I can't
Rolex,
remember.
yeah.
But it's cool. It's a challenge, and the views are this song is, at least I'd never heard of it, but now it's like...
Stuck in your head.
Yeah, it's stuck in my head, and there's hundreds of thousands of views on it, because all these people are creating their own videos of them, and won't say anything else because it will make more sense later. But really cool about the challenges, and it's cool that certain brands are jumping on it already.
Yeah. Frank, what you got?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. So the thing that I don't have it up in my show notes, but I know what I typed in there, was the ability, you can't even see my face right now. So let me switch that over. So the one thing that I wanted to bring up that I put in my show notes that I can't bring up on my phone right now was the simple fact that the discoverability that is actually there in the platform itself, if you are wannabe music artists. So perfect example of that would be if you were to create your own song and then do a Musical.ly of your own song. It gives you exposure to be potentially seen by other artists that are actually already on there. I started my account today because I've been kind of sleeping on it myself. So, you see people on there like Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, and other music artists that are already there. And I want to say that I've heard other people tell other music artists to go and try to find their next artist on Musical.ly because people are potentially already doing it. So you have a massive audience to actually showcase your work in another form, and you get to showcase your character too.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of switch some of these around because if you're a first-time listener or if this is the first time you've ever heard of Musical.ly, we just sort of started talking about Musical.ly without really explaining what it is. So. And I feel like, we should have done, the very first one should have been sort of an introduction of what exactly is Musical.ly. So Musical.ly is an app, and if you're familiar with some other apps that, there's been in the past, like Vine or Dub Smash, it's sort of a mashup of several apps. And with Dub Smash, it was video or audio clips that you could sort of mouth off or lip sync to those, which you can do on Musical.ly. Vine, because you're actually doing, shorter videos with little clips that you can just put together very quickly with some effects on the voice and timing and all that. And a little bit of Snapchat in there too, just because it is a social network and it's sort of becoming a social network, really. It sort of started, I feel like, as a tool, but now it's a social network and they actually have other things going on. But yeah, that was mine. I just want to sort of explain and say that Musical.ly is a mashup of a whole bunch of different apps, basically. And it just blew up, especially with the teens.
Yes. 13 to 18-ish.
Yeah.
And some people with, kids that are 5 or 6 I saw in there. They didn't have an account, but they were dancing with them, and it's crazy. All right, so number 4 is Musical.ly is all about video, and I thought that was important because as we continue to reiterate the fact that most of the content we are going to consume in the next 3 to 5 years is going to be video. This is a major video app. Christian just told us it's going to be it is a social network, and it's video, and it has popular younger age generation, so it's going to age up, and it has the ability to really grow, and it's all about video and having fun. And I feel like this is an app that you'd go to instead of going to Facebook now to find out about stuff. Facebook's come more about the news and everything. That this could be an app you go to laugh and to have fun and see your friends being silly and just kind of take a break from everything else. So I really think that's a huge thing that you need to know about there is that it's video.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and keep that ball rolling because my next one is actually a piggyback off of what Aaron was talking about with video. If you are, it's kind of like an addition to what I said before too. If you have the ability and you know the platform itself, you know the parameters around actually being able to create content for it, you can take some original video that you've created from a PC per se, export it to your computer. Export it from your computer and actually put it inside the app itself. That way you can stand out a little bit more whenever you're creating that particular content. And it actually will come off a whole lot smoother. I tried it out just to make sure that I wouldn't be lying to you guys by actually putting it in this live stream, and it worked. I saw some flaws, and I guess it's not really a flaw in the app itself. It's more or less a flaw in me and not knowing that I didn't download the video that I had in here because it was on my iCloud and not on my phone. So if you have that issue, just download it before you actually upload it. But it actually works smoothly. And actually, another thing that was great about it, if your video was landscape, you can actually they actually put the feature in there for you to rotate the video in the top right hand corner. So you can hit that button and it'll rotate your landscape video the way that it's supposed to be, and you don't have to do that in post. You can just edit your video and drop it in there and rotate. Super smooth. I like it. It gives you the ability to really be super particular with the content that you create for the platform.
Pretty cool. And I know I think Gary Vaynerchuk is in there, and I think he does that with some of his videos. He uploads like high quality content stuff in there. All right, so speaking of video, the whole Musical.ly company is definitely all about video. So Musical.ly, the company, not just the app, they actually have 4 apps total. They started with Musical.ly, but they sort of venture out into 3 other apps. And so they have Musical.ly, which is the creative platform to make videos super easy. So it's sort of a tool to make awesome videos. Then they have Lively, which you can live stream videos to your Musical.ly followers. It's basically, if you look at it, it's almost like a Periscope or Facebook Live, Instagram Live clone. Mm-hmm. It's all almost the same thing, where you have like the comments and then people can like it and stuff. There's also Ping Pong, which is, they call it a video walkie-talkie to communicate with your friends, but it's literally Snapchat. You literally just send pictures back and forth, or videos, or whatever. And then you have Squad, which is video group chat, which is sort of like a house party or any of those, group video messaging apps. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. I didn't know that they have 4 apps. I thought it was just Musical.ly. So it was interesting to sort of learn that, no, they actually have 4 apps out there, and they're all about video, which is pretty cool.
I did know about the Lively one. I did not know about the other ones. Wow.
Yeah.
They're really trying to take over as well. All right, so where are we at here? Number 7 for me. You can save Musical.ly content. So I think there's a lot of things anyway, or you can do it with a lot of other things on other platforms, is that you can save the Musical.ly and upload it to other things. You can upload it directly to Instagram, or you can download it to your phone or wherever and upload it somewhere else. So you can find people who maybe you have a huge following on Instagram, or maybe you have a huge following on YouTube or Facebook, and you can send people it over Musical.ly or vice versa. And it's really simple to do. So I thought that was a cool feature to know about, is you can connect it with your other social networks very easily.
Yep. And my last one, I sort of touched on this a little bit before, but Musical.ly has the potential to become the next Instagram, for example. And I sort of talked about that because Instagram, if you think about it, when they started, it was more of a tool than anything else. Because people were posting pictures on Instagram because Instagram gave them the ability to add these preset filters and this magic camera stuff that was like brand new at that time. Like nobody was really doing these filters on their photos until Instagram sort of came out with that. And so Instagram sort of started as a tool to help you, post better pictures online, and then sort of morphed into what it has become today, which is a standalone social network. And musically, I feel like it's going on that same path where it started as a tool where nobody else is doing what Musically is doing, where they sort of slow down the video. You get that sort of stop motion. Like nobody else is doing that. So Musically is definitely a tool, and is definitely morphing into a social media. And thanks to the younger generation who are looking for an outlet where their parents are not in there, this is definitely becoming a social network for them, and place for them to hang out and get away from the parents, because they tend to sort of migrate wherever the younger generation is going.
Right. I was actually just about to say that it's definitely a platform that has the potential to not age down, age up. Well, is it age down, age up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like Facebook started out for college students, and now it's for like your grandma and your older aunts and older uncles, and you can actually shop on Facebook now, which is like mainly what a lot of people go to Facebook to do. And this, I can see it being like a place where like everybody is just like having fun, and there's no like, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some marketing thrown in there somewhere soon, but it will be marketing specifically for people that are in that age demographic. I don't see that demographic going up, as far as like being like from 35 to like 50.
Yeah, I mean, you think about us,
right?
We're sort of in that in between where we're not teens anymore. We're kind of going to that adult demographic, but
right.
None of us really had Musically until we started talking about this. Am I right?
Right.
Well, I did download it, but I never used it really.
Exactly. So we're not active on that social network, and it's because it's more for that younger generation. Like I don't have an interest in doing any of these music videos. I don't know. That may be just me.
It's just him. I have my first Musically was him dancing. Sorry, he loves it.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's just not. I don't know.
It may morph into something else. Like it's got this, and then it kind of pivots or something. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. Honestly, I think there was one thing that I saw in there that crap. I lost my thought.
All right, that was a great show, guys.
Yeah,
I
lost my thought, so I'm just gonna go and pass it. I'm passing the camera back to y'all because I lost my thought. I literally lost it. All I can remember is like the first you can do. And then, like, my mind just completely goes blank.
Afterwards, we may leave a comment with what that
thought was.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it. I think we should all check it out, or at least be aware of it, especially if you're a parent, your kids are on there. Maybe you need to check it out, or maybe it's a business opportunity if you're going after that young generation. You want to,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's brands in there already,
yeah,
and they're doing content, and it's pretty cool. It sort of reminds me of Vine when it started. There was some companies in there doing content, but it wasn't really advertising. It was just doing content.
Right. So if you have the ability, the way to do it natively, the companies that are doing it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think somebody like, Macy's could go in there and do it unless they had a team around it. I could see something, maybe Taco Bell, they may be able to do something like it because they have that ability. But people know when it's real or not. So
yeah.
Is my mic not working?
Say something now.
Say something. Is my mic not working?
I don't think your mic was working. But my levels are kind of low too, so. But I can see your mic moving, regardless.
Okay. Well, either way.
All right.
So check out Musically. Go download the app. Check it out. More than likely, you have at least one friend on.
Right. Is that there was a bunch of people that it found automatically from Facebook actually, because I logged in through Facebook. There was a bunch of people that I was like, why are you even here?
Right. There was. And I would say 75% of the people that were my friends on Facebook had profiles but did not have anything active. That's another thing I guess is very similar are different than Snapchat is that most people who have Musical.lys create the content. Where like same thing with Snapchat, I guess. I don't know if I said that differently, but most people on Snapchat created their own content and were not consumers of it. Same thing with Musical.ly.
Yeah. Crap. There it goes
Again, we had a great show. We'll leave Franklin's second comment down below.
Yeah, guys, I had 2 really good comments and I completely lost them. I'm so ashamed. I'm not even going to switch the camera angle.
All right, I think that's it. We will see you guys next Friday. I don't know what time we're consistently doing this.
Same bad place.
Yeah, no. Around this time.
Around this time. Between 4 and 5 Central Daylight Time. We're still kind of working out the kinks, and then we'll tell you officially when it's going to be every week.
Yep. Sayonara.
Are y'all going to sign off?
Bye.
Sayonara.
My name is Christian.
Bye.